Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my Gouki Yugioh deck profile for August 2017. Big shout out to my friend Anthony once again for helping me with gathering these cards for the deck. He let me borrow his for the deck profile. It's a really interesting deck, one of the starting decks for Link Summoning in the new format. It's very pretty fast and consistent with getting out monsters for the Link summons you do with the deck. So let's go ahead and get started. I run 3 Gouki Suprex. All the Gouki monsters are based off of pretty much wrestlers, and their names follow in suit. And their effects are based on, just spamming out the field really fast, and like I said, going for the Link summoning with these monsters. This one's when it's normal summon, you can special summon 1 Gouki monster from your hand. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Gouki card from your deck to your hand, except for Suprex. You can only use this effect of Suprex once per turn. So all the Gouki monsters also have one of their sent effects for searches. You can research cards and basically recycle through your resources. You can grab what you need for more plays later on. And his special summon effect is just good for that easy spam to the field, and he's got some pretty good attack stats as well. The one thing that's kind of on the edge, though, about them is they are all different levels, so Exceed Summoning is kind of difficult, but 3 Gouki Twist Cobra as well. It's a quick effect that you can tribute 1 Gouki monster, then target 1 Gouki monster you control. It gains attack equal to the original attack of the tributed monster until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Gouki card from your deck to your hand, except for Twist Cobra. You can only use each effect of Twist Cobra once per turn. So the search effect again, and the bump up effect is really good, especially if you use it with your Link monster of Gouki Great Ogre. For that attack boost, since he also has a lowering effect as well, you can hit for some pretty high and powerful damage. And the last of the Gouki effect monsters that we have for the deck is Rise Scorpio. This is your level 5, so we have a 3, 4, and 5 for the deck, and his effect is if you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Gouki monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing, and if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Gouki card from your deck to your hand, except for Rise Scorpio. You can only use this effect of Rise Scorpio once per turn. So the easy summoning effect is very good there. Pretty good stats as well for the level 5 with an easy normal summon out. Like I said, this deck is meant for easy spam of these monsters from the hand, so that's why we stick with cards that just really help with that, spamming of the field. And they're all Earth monsters, so they will go really well with Mrs. Radiant as well. For the non-Gouki monsters of the deck, 3 junk forward this card. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, an Earth monster, and very easy to get out. Neck and neck with other cards like Spell Striker, which I also run 1 of. Might bump this up to 2 if you want to go try 2 and 2, just because there are more situations, in my opinion, where Spell Striker might become more reliant. But like I said, if you special this out and then have another normal Earth monster in which you can get out, that's your play right there for the Mrs. Radiant, and then go off of more plays with the ink arrows that Mrs. Radiant points to get off some more special summons. Also, I'm trying out 3 Marauding Captain. This card has some pretty good potential with the deck. When your opponent cannot target face-up warrior monsters you control, except for this one, but what's really good is when it's normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower monster from your hand, which is the majority, except for Rise Scorpio, obviously, of the cards, and that's the 2 Earth monsters on the field for, once again, that requirement, or, soon-to-be other Link monsters that we'll get as well. And also 2 Goblinberg, just for, once again, more fast special summoning. And all these monsters are Earth, too, which I think is really, lucky on that part with this deck. So, same goes for the Gouki monsters, so their consistency can also help to build in for that. All we need is a, Link 2 Gouki monster, and we'll really be made set with, the lineup so far. And plus 1 Maxi, just to finish off the monster lineup, just for extra consistent draws, because that's the one thing. You can go head first into a special summoning play, and, if it gets stopped, you have no hand left. That's really your one weakness that the deck does play on it. It has to go into monster effects heavily to get anything done. And for spells, I run 3 Gouki Rematch. This card, you target 2 Gouki monsters in your graveyard with different levels, special summon them in defense. You can only activate 1 rematch per turn, but it's great because after you use them for a Link summon, you can use this to special summon them back to the field. Their effects aren't negated, so you can get Twist Cobra back and use its own effect for the tribute, and power up whatever one you made for your Link summoning with this card. Also, 3 Transmodify. This card's great because the Goukis are all different levels. You can go into ones more important that you need, right along the lines of the levels 3, 4, and 5. Too good there. And also with the warrior monsters, reinforcements of the army. They, like I said, plenty of warriors in this deck to go off of, including all the Gouki monsters, so pretty good there. And also 2 Dark Holes. One of these can be bumped up to a Regeki if you want. Like I said, it's just in terms of me finding the Regeki, depending on what deck it is right now. But one of that and one Dark Hole would definitely be fine as well. And also trying 2 double summons. This is just for the fact that the Gouki monsters do take up the normal summon, so having this in addition to another one, like let's say if you added one back or something like that, you'll have this to rely on just as Field Swarm if you don't have any of your other monsters as well for that special summon spam. And for traps, we're running 2 back to the front. This is a really, really good card for the special summon. It's not like Call of the Haunted where you'll miss out on the basic special summon because you'll not be a continuous trap equipped to it. You'll just activate it and then it just comes to the field in defense. And you don't have to worry about them destroying the trap card or something like that and losing your monster. And also 2 Mirror Force. Now I might replace this with 2 Quaking Mirror Force just for the consistency of Quaking, but for more of the budget players, or if you just have this on hand, Mirror Force is just as good. You can, like I said, grab the Quakings if you like, try them out, but other than that, this is still a pretty good preference. And also 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute, also trying the mix and mash between the 1 Breakthrough skill and the 2 Fiendish Chains for monster effect negation, because that's one of the biggest weaknesses the deck have. There are some things that you just can't get over with attack power if it has a really good monster effect protecting it. And 1 Solemn Warning to finish up the main deck of the deck. And that is it for that. We'll move on to the extra. I run 3 Gouki Great Ogre, your main Link monster, most of the time second to Mrs. Radiant that you'll want to go into. It is a Link of 3 with arrows that point right to you, and they all point down, so this card is the one most of the time that you will want in your Link Zone, just for that matter. Other than that, its effect is all monsters in the field lose attack equal to their original defense. If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could destroy one of the monsters this card points to instead. So take advantage of that as well. We've got 3 pointers, so plenty of options for you to point to a monster and have that effect protection. And this card doesn't have defense as well, so you don't have to worry about losing the defense with him. That is the main point of this card, making him your main go-to attack monster. Also, 3 Mrs. Radiant. Really going hard with the Link on this one. This one is just too good for the Earth boost, especially if you can get 2 of her out. That double boost and then lowering of the wind attack, and also the adding of the Earth monster as well when it's sent to the graveyard. And her Link arrows really do help with their points as well, allowing for 2 extra deck monsters to be summoned wherever she goes. So she's a great setup since she's only a Link of 2 also. Also, pretty standard, 2 Decode Talkers, just for the 3 fact monsters usually that you need to make her, or the 2 or more if you have the Link already on the field. 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon and 1 Firewall Dragon as well, just for the standard Link 4 staple links. And as for non-Link monsters, trying out 1 Adrius. Now this card can be Volcasaurus, just going off of rank 5 plays that can be made with the deck. 1 Castel, 1 Blade Armor Ninja, because all the warriors that we do run in the deck. 1 MX Saber Invoker, once again for the Earth Warrior search, really good. And 1 Wind Up Zen Mains to finish off the Exceed monsters. If you want to try and swap this out for Levier, probably be the next best thing to do. Just another good suggestion in my opinion. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Once again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kira Twig out.